Hello, I'm Claire and I'm here to help you improve your ballet. Every week I'm going to be talking about a different element of ballet and actually, to be honest, any dance that can help you improve your technique, improve your performance, for example, improve your jumps, your turns. There is so much ground to cover and it's really exciting. We get to work together and help you get better and better at what you love doing. So first of all, this week we are talking spatial awareness. That's being really aware of the space around you. In a normal class situation, that literally goes down to thinking about where you are in relation to the other dancers. So for example, when you stand at the bar, imagine there's a bar here, I'm not going to stand literally right behind someone else because that's going to run the risk of us crashing or having a clash. Certainly when we do one Batman start flicking our legs up, and there's a fair chance we might kick each other, which doesn't go down well. So little things like that, being aware of the length of your legs, how far you need to be away from another dancer to make sure that you're not going to kick them. And also think about how tall they are so that you know that they're not going to kick you at the same time. And if everyone, to be honest, everyone in an adult ballet class is aware of this, you totally respect each other's space. When we have children, we talk about our ballet bubble and think of that as like a bubble around you. You don't want to burst your bubble by getting too close to another dancer. That's a really good way of thinking about it. And children love that anyway. And we get to run around the studio and making the most of the space. During COVID, we had to be really creative because we had to think about how we could create movement within small spaces. So we think about how we could travel as far forward as we possibly could without crashing into the camera. And we had to be really aware of how far we could go sideways so we didn't disappear. Okay, so little things like that were really important, and also we had to be aware of that was what our dancers had to be thinking of as well, because they obviously were equally working in very small areas. And even now, I have quite a few dancers who join me online, so when I choreograph something, I'm very aware that I'm not going to do something that travels from the corner unless I have most of my dancers dancing with me in the studio and my other dancers have got plenty of space. So really think about the amount of space available to you. It could be that you've got the whole studio. Well, fantastic. So then you can really make the most of travelling and then, forwards, backs, any direction. And we can even move, if you just have dancers in the studio, you can even move around the room. When you're doing that, you have to make the most of that space. So we tend to go to the edges of the room to make the most of that space. And if you're dancing as a dancer, you have to think about whether the step you're doing travels or not. Is it a step that travels to the side, or is it a step that stays on the spot and actually just travels up and down? Yeah, so you have to be really aware of those elements. If you are travelling, you have to also be aware of what direction you're travelling. Are you travelling towards a corner, or, this is a tricky one, if you're travelling in a movement that visually looks like it's going to a corner, it's going to go so far, change direction and then go to the other corner. What you don't want to do is end up going to the corner and then having to go straight across the front. So you have to travel towards the middle of that wall on that side and then turn the corner and then travel towards the corner. So there are quite a few things to think about with regards to travelling around the room. You also obviously have to respect the space of the other dancers around you as you're dancing, as we talked about at the bar. You have to think about how likely you are to crash. So if you're in a sequence dancing several dancers together, you need to space yourselves out so that you're not going to go and whack someone in the face, which won't be appreciated, I'm sure. If you're dancing on a stage or even in a room, find a point at which you know is either centre stage or the point where you need to be, and that's where you look. So if I was on stage, for example, I'd look for an exit sign or something that would remain lit up after the lights are down, that I could see and I think, right, I'm opposite that, or I'm opposite the sound desk. Yes, normally all the fire exits stay on, so I think, oh yeah, I'm opposite that fire exit. And also you can use that for spotting as well. You can use the fire exits to look at and then bring your head round when you spot. So little things like that will help you become really aware of your space in the space or your place in the space. Another thing to think about with travel and spatial awareness, which is a bit of a weird one. So when you're doing something that's static, still think about the path that your fingertips are taking. I know that sounds weird, but so often I get dancers who go like that, when actually I've choreographed it to go through first and open to second and then down. Or often dancers will go like that when they're going up to fifth, whereas actually it goes through first up to fifth. So you're actually almost tracing the edges of a circle. Okay, so little things like that, again, add a bit of finesse to your dancing. Okay, so loads to think about with travelling and spatial awareness, and that's just scratch the surface. I could go on for ages about it and meander around, travelling around the room. Anyway, so have a think about it. Think next time you're in class, think about where you're travelling, what you're looking at, because if you look at something and travel towards it, you'll go in a straight line. Same if you're going backwards. If you look at something and keep that in line, keep that in front of your nose, you'll go backwards in a straight line. So it's little things like that that will really help you be able to travel around the room in a controlled way, being really precise about where you're travelling. Okay, so enjoy your class and hopefully see you soon. If you like this video, please tell your friends about it. Do like it, subscribe to our video so you can see more, and share it with your friends. If you want to dance with us, we have our come to bridgeballet.co.uk and you can book a class, or go to bridgeballet.club if you're not able to join in with our live classes. We have our class recordings there where you can join the class anytime you like, night or day. Looking forward to see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.